great program that he uses to kind of clarify his speech. So sometimes it'll work if they're just talking to you, and you may be able to kind of grow to understand what he's saying,
Sure.
or that program is pretty good too.
Stephen Hawking kind of voice synthesizer, or what is it? Okay. Siri. Oh, okay. I'm a droid guy myself, but it's okay.
Oh, jeez.
Droid is the other. Siri is.
Oh, you're saying droid sucks.
Oh, you're saying droid sucks. Okay, well, I'm not interested in it. You know, you have to pay George Lucas every time you buy a droid because he copyrighted that word and they didn't bother to check. My credit. I'm full of trivia.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
George Lucas, Star Wars, he copywrote the word droid, but then the phone company didn't check to see if it was okay to call their phones droids. And so then after they released, he said, oh hey, my name's George Lucas. I own that word. You owe me $1 gajillion.
That's awesome. Good for
Now you're conflicted?
I told you, don't jump on the first bandwagon you find, right?
He met with a lovely young woman today.
Oh, well, okay, I guess I'll see.
And he was, I know, and he said, cancel everything. And I said, no. I said, we got some interviews. Let's continue. And now you've confused him, and it's only been what, a minute?
Oh, fun. So what interested you in working direct care? It looks like a walk away from a bit of your other experience.
It's true. I have a nonprofit that I founded with a friend of mine, and we do work with all kinds of at-risk youth, I guess is the term. Lower income, out of jail, and a lot of these other two kids that were either sick. A lot of cancer. It was like Make-A-Wish Foundation, you know, where we go and make these kids, meet these kids, and we put them in bands and stuff. So I've been working with people with all kinds of disabilities, including cerebral palsy. And in that setting, a musical setting, music therapy. You like?
Oh, you like tied to...
It might be getting time to get music labels.
No, I might be getting signed to a music label.
Oh, really?
Signed to a music label.
Oh,
Gotcha.
that's very interesting.
The audition was last night? Oh, okay. He does acting as well. So
Okay.
he goes on auditions for acting, and he found one, and we organized for him to go last night, and he was saying that there was a recording label there. They were interested.
Do you play an instrument or sing? All right.
He actually has he actually gave me a CD. Was it last Christmas or 2 Christmases ago?
You're serious?
3?
You have a CD?
Wow. Yeah.
Cody, that's really cool. I know guys in the business for a long time think they're a big deal, and they still haven't made a CD. So it's cool that you've put together your music. Really cool.
That is cool. I'd like to hear that.
So,
I know a little bit, but I know the answer, so I can't remember. Yeah, that's essentially what it is. I was working with all kinds of kids, and this opportunity kind of came up, and I hadn't done this role yet. And I really am just kind of a person that I'd like to try new things. I've done every angle of this kind of job, just not this job per se. So I'm
involved with it.
Are you still involved with it?
Am I still involved with the school? Yes, I am. Yes, we're just, it's a little slower than we'd like it right now, so there's more free time. So.
I get involved as well?
Am I involved in?
Can he get involved as
Oh,
well?
yes. That would be awesome. We have bands. I could think of a band for you, maybe, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. We do have bands that have some people that are in your kind of arena there, so that might be, I think that might be. Singer, huh? Singer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that would be one nice thing.
Would you, I don't know if we've gone over the actual schedule, I think we did by phone, but it's,
What? How did you get involved with California?
how are you involved with Californication?
I worked in Hollywood these last, 10, 15 years, so I've worked on a lot of shows. That was one of the shows that I worked on when I first,
I love it.
You love that show?
Yeah.
Right? I loved X-Files too, which was his show before Californication, David Duchovny. But yeah, I worked on that show.
Still involved with it.
How was I involved? I was in the production.
Are you still?
Oh, I still, no, I don't even think the show is still going. I think it's done. But, yeah, he's on a new show now. It doesn't look very good, but that's okay.
What is it?
I don't know. I saw it. It's just his name. It's a guy's name. I think he's a
It's
lawyer.
called Aquarius, and it's
Oh,
not good.
Aquarius.
Oh, there you go, you do
You already
that.
know.
I really like him, and it's an awful show. It's
I know,
so
that's what I
sad.
heard.
I tried so hard to
Like
like
it.
it, and it's
I
awful.
never warmed to him. I like
so
Scully.
awful.
Could you help me get my acting clear off the ground?
Can you help him get his acting career off the ground?
I could do my dangest. I've been trying to get acting career off the ground as well. It's tough, but I'm a big believer in perseverance. If you just keep moving forward, something will open up. So you're a young man. You're a young man. You have
This
plenty
is
of
so
time.
hard. What?
Can't keep it together. Oh, you're so funny.
But I'm not cute. It's true.
We're having
That is
Oh my God, this is so hard right now. I'm not gonna lie.
It can be very hard.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna bullshit you.
Say that one more
He
time.
said he's not going to bullshit you.
Okay. Keep it all peachy.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, do I really want to repeat this?
How I talk.
This is how he talks.
I'm not PC at all.
He's not PC at all.
Oh. I am not very PC at all either. I mean, I have a button-down shirt on right now, but that's about as PC as I get.
You are.
Yeah.
So do I.
Oh, yes. We have actually mentioned shirt now.
You guys are like twins today.
So do you want to tell Gabe a little bit about what you do through IHSS, what he could expect to do? Yes, you have an
Yes, you
idea.
Why don't you tell him what your expectations of him beyond beyond what you really like about his resume? What are the other things what does your current staff do for you? Cooking. Okay, so what about cooking do you need to know?
Am I a carnivore?
Are you a culinary genius?
Oh, genius? Genius might be a tad much. I am a culinary. What was that? Try to get that.
Sounds like it's
Consumer?
Consumer.
Culinary
Oh, no.
Maybe amateur?
Are you insinuating that I just buy stuff and microwave it? No, I can actually make stuff. For a guy, I think I have a pretty decent
What's a
menu.
typical meal?
For me, my typical meal that I've been eating for the last 20 years in some incarnation is chicken, barbecue, or grilled, or fish. Any kind of meat like that I can make, very basic. You women are probably rolling your eyes, but very basic stuff, chicken and fish. And rice, potatoes, vegetables. I'm one of those people that if I find a restaurant, I'll order the same thing for 30 years and not even try, just because, I like this. So that's kind of how I cook. I have 3 or 4 meals that I go back and forth on. But if I was varying it, if I was cooking for someone else, I would obviously vary it up a bit. And it's easy enough. Nowadays, just go on the smartphone, you can cook whatever the heck you want.
Mm-hmm.
Just buy what, I have the ability to make anything. Culinary genius is not.
I really like questions related to the upkeep of the apartment, cleaning, things like that.
How good are you at cleaning?
How good are you at cleaning?
I'm actually a pretty clean guy. For a guy, I've been told by many people that I'm pretty clean. So I don't like dust. I don't like things like sneeze easy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm pretty clean as far as guys.
And you would be, if you were brought on, if Cody chose you as his IHSS provider, then you would be part of I think it's 2 other people team right now. So there's a gentleman named Hunter, a woman named Terry, and so yeah, there's just, I think sometimes Cody's eye may not always think all of these things need to be done, and every individual is different, but it's important to kind of have a critical eye on what needs to be cleaned.
Do I coordinate with these other 2 people in any way, or are we just kind of on shift?
Well, your shift, of course, would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 9 to 5.
Right.
So during that time, there isn't really a set cleaning schedule or anything like that. So it would kind of be, if you get a routine going, okay, well, I feel like typically Mondays I mop the floor, Tuesdays are kind of laundry days.
Okay.
But if on Tuesday when you normally do your the laundry, but he's got something planned where maybe he's got a doctor's appointment or he's got an acting gig, then you and Cody really look at the schedule and say, okay, well, we need to do, you've got a lot of laundry, let's do that Monday. So sometimes Cody might not think about those things ahead of time, so you really need to be the advocate for him to say, hey, I know you got a gig going tomorrow.
Wow.
I know you really want to go out today, but you still got to get your laundry done.
Right.
And we still got to keep your house looking nice, because if we don't do it today, and we can't do it tomorrow, it's not going to get done. And your house is going to be a mess.
The house is on, this premise is on here?
Yes, this apartment is here.
Okay.
Your tasks with Cody would be the upkeep of the house, so really keeping, it's a 1-bedroom apartment, so keeping the apartment clean, so it's dusting, mopping, vacuuming, everything that goes along with that. You would be cooking, it would be breakfast and lunch that you would be responsible for. You would be helping him to shower, and then of course if he needs to use the restroom. And then, of course, getting him dressed. And then he does need full assistance with eating, and then also drinking. So, and all of that would be, you would go through training.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm assuming there's some training.
Yes, we wouldn't just throw you in and say, figure it out. And then he does need assistance with transfers. So
Transportation?
transportation as well. Transfers meaning when he gets up from the bed, you would need to transfer him and move him to the chair or a shower chair, anything like that.
Okay.
And then the transportation aspect, he has an accessible van. So it has a ramp that he would drive his wheelchair up the ramp, and then you would be taught how to secure his wheelchair within the van. You would be driving his van to and from appointments or auditions, whatever he's got going on.
Or music.
Music gigs.
Really anything that he's got. You know, if he just feels like today he wants to go down to Venice Beach, you guys go down to Venice Beach. If if time permits, that kind of stuff.
Okay. And I would imagine that any place he wants to go has been okayed. Like as far as like, I want to go here. Is there like, do I gotta go to you guys? Hey, we're gonna go here?
No.
Or whatever the heck you want to do.
Cody's his own
Cody's have to
man.
answer that.
Yeah.
You're the boss. That's all I need to know.
Exactly. But as well, kind of like what we were discussing before, you are also there to kind of guide Cody and assist Cody to make strong decisions and wise decisions that even though you're there Monday through Wednesday, those aren't all go out every day. You got to take care of business.
Things at home, sure.
Sometimes business comes first. Yes.
More
Because it's the only application we've got.
Oh, yeah, so he's not.
He's not applying for UCP.
He's not applying for UCP, we're just collecting information so that we can compare and contrast the resumes for you.
Yeah,
But-
because on this has information so that if he does get the job, we can help him apply automatically through.
You don't like that at all?
No.
Well, we do that with every applicant.
Yeah, we did it with
that comes
everyone
through.
who's come through the door, anyone.
Yeah.
Just so we have, we know, but you're right, he wouldn't be, he knows he's not employed through UCP.
Yeah.
He knows that he would have to get set up with IHSS, go through their day-long training, and then that you would sign his time, that he would work for you.
Yeah.
He knows that.
This is just to gather information that might not have been on his,
Do you want me to just sort of,
Mm-hmm.
okay, great.
Sorry.
So that's
I
okay.
understand.
So the other thing that is of importance to let you know, obviously you are not enrolled in in-home support services or IHSS,
No.
as we all call it.
No.
So the process can be kind of a lengthy process.
I had thumbprinted through the county because of working with children. We did a whole thing with that, so I don't know if that.
That's
record
great,
somewhere.
but they do it themselves. Most places you have to continue to do it.
Gotcha.
But the process of getting enrolled with IHSS, you would start working with Cody. If he chooses you, you could start tomorrow. The way that it works is we would call in your information to his social worker. They would input you into their system to send you information.
Okay.
Once you got that information, you would then fill it out. You would bring it to Cody's apartment. We would help Cody fill out his part, and then you would mail it back to in-home support services.
Okay.
Then they have to input all of that information into the system. Then you get sent another packet.
Forever.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a long time. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So then you get another packet in the mail. This second packet that you get explains that you will need to go to what they call an orientation. This orientation is about 3 to 4 hours long.
Okay.
It's
I love orientation.
It's, it basically explains, Cody says it's bullshit.
Thank you.
But,
I wasn't repeating you on purpose.
it basically explains what in-home support services
Mhm.
is, what their regulations are, it explains how to and how to fill out their time cards. It's just kind of, you know, everything. At the end of the orientation, then you would do a fingerprinting.
Okay.
Fingerprinting is, I believe, $74, something like that. You would pay for the fingerprinting. The fingerprinting is what typically takes the longest. It can take a week, it can take 4 weeks, just depends on what's all in your background, how many people got their fingerprinting done that day, you know, how long it is in the background.
Sure.
So, what is your background?
Talking ethnically?
No.
No.
Criminal background. Do you have
Do
anything?
you have
to
anything
come
in your
up?
criminal?
Oh, yeah, no criminal. Some parking tickets, I think. That's about it. Nothing beyond parking tickets. I'm trying to think if there's anything weird, that's random. No, just parking tickets. Yeah. Very boring as far as that's concerned.
So what happens at that point, once they get back your fingerprints,
Huh?
they will then send you all of your time cards back to, if you started yesterday.
Okay.
So if the process takes 4 weeks, then you get 4 weeks worth of time cards, which is
Okay.
2, because you get paid the
Sure.
1st and the 15th.
Okay.
So it's basically 2 pay periods a month.
Okay.
If it takes 6 weeks, then you would get 3 pay periods. Typically, this process will take 4 to 6 weeks.
So essentially, you're working not for free, obviously. You're not getting paid until the paperwork goes through.
Correct. That's why we're very upfront about this, because there's nothing that we can do to make it go faster. The counties.
Both my parents are
Yeah,
social
that's a
workers.
great
I understand
question.
the bureaucracy in place.
So we have to ask you, as Cody's saying, are you okay with that? If Cody was to hire you, are you okay with the wait process?
From 4 to 6 weeks, I could probably live with that. Not a whole lot more, I would imagine, and start running into problems there, but
Okay.
maybe going 4 to 6 weeks, right?
Okay. So what would happen is if it takes longer, you know, if you aren't receiving paperwork, if things are going wrong, you would let Cody know, you would let us know, we start getting on the phone, you get on the phone, we're constantly on the phone, we need to discuss paperwork, what's going on. We are here to advocate for you as much as we are here to advocate for Cody.
Okay.
So those are the things that.
That's good to know.
go through, so.
And the
But we have
important
to be
thing
very
is-
upfront with you about this.
Right.
And even though Cody feels the orientation may be a little BS, it's important, the important pieces of the IHSS process is realizing that you're a steward of the responsibility, you're kind of steward of those expectations.
Sure.
And so yeah, I think it's important to me that you ethically keep your priorities on, what's kind of in that IHSS itemized thing, as well as the social, the going to auditions, all of that. So I think Kelly really covered that, but just making sure
Right.
that you're.
You got a basic framework, and then you work around.
Exactly.
I like it when you are a quote unquote working.
You like that I'm a...
You like when you are a quote unquote.
I do like
You don't like it when you're quote unquote worker. You like more of act like a friend, be honest.
Like if I am cooking up something, hey, you're cooking up, you get your shit together.
Shit together? I think I heard that.
So
Yeah.
I sounded like you were saying, instead of someone telling you to clean up, you'd rather them just give it to you straight. Give it to you straight, rather
Yeah.
than tell them, get your stuff together.
No.
If he's messing up, let him know, hey, you're messing up, dude, like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a
Yeah.
problem with that. I shoot straight. I shoot straight as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, and he's very, you know, like he's saying, he's very easily directed. Sometimes, like us all, we can all get a little hard-headed and say, no, I want this, I want this, I want this. But when you have a good discussion, which we all do, then you go, okay, well, if you do A, you get A. If you do B, you get B. Which outcome sounds better?
Right.
Well, maybe B. You know, and that's something that Cody's talking about, is being able to be straight with him, and basically saying, hey, if we always do da-da-da-da, things don't always turn out so well. Or,
Sure.
I like that. I like that you're doing.
Yeah, self-policing is very helpful.
You could also curse at him in other ways.
Oh.
I'm not repeating these things, Cody.
Well,
we try to keep the cursing and the foul language down. If Cody wants to use foul language, that's Cody. We as staff members try to keep.
I work in international voiceovers, so I know a lot of accents. I don't know all the languages, but I could curse in different accents. Like that's Italian, but it's not really Italian. It sounds like I'm cursing in Italian. So I can do that in different languages, but none of it means anything. But it sounds like it means something. That's the important.
Such a hard decision. Well, would you like to maybe show Gabe your apartment so he could get an idea of what he'd be responsible to clean?
Do you have any questions for us or for Cody?
You know what? No, well, like, let me just ask Cody, like, what do you, like, what's a typical day? Like, is there a typical Cody day? Or is it just totally one thing to the next? Like, what do you like doing? Like, what do you got?
Everything.
Everything?
You like to what?
Movie
Crash movie sets.
Crash
I thought
movies?
you said crash, and I wasn't sure what the next word was.
Right, okay, so you like to show up on these events, alright. Maybe I can help you crash movies then?
You can maybe help him with his movies.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm a filmmaker as well, so. Right now he's asking, why couldn't he have been a girl? Don't put your head in it.
You gotta come back up today.
Oh, this girl must have been pretty cute. This one before me.
Well, all right. Well, this was a great meeting, and I think so. You're not interested in checking out your room. Any other questions? And I think, how long are you going to take to make your decision?
Yeah. Why don't we do this? We do have some other interviews later today that, you know, possibly may be appropriate for Cody as well. When we're done today, we're gonna talk with Cody and, you know, we'll see.
It's like a
Obviously, he's, yeah,
You can turn this into a game show.
obviously he's got a lot to think about. We made it very tough for him.
Right.
So we will be discussing with Cody what his decision is, and, you know, and give our feedback as well.
Okay.
But we'll have to get back with you if Cody decides that he would like to bring you onto the team.
Sounds phenomenal.
Okay?
All right.
Beautiful. Oh, I don't want to leave this room now, though. It's too cool.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's nice to meet you. I'm sick,
Oh,
I
yes,
don't want to
yes.
shake your hand.
Nice
But
to meet
thank you
too.
so much for coming in.
You have that, you have that.
Thank you very much. We'll answer those.